Namaste. So before we can talk about the core beliefs of Hinduism, it's important to understand how the religion as we know it today came to be. And that way we can place Hinduism in the context of space and time. The term that Hindus use to refer to their religion is Sanatan Dharma, which means eternal religion. And that's because Hindus believe that the principles of their faith are universal and go beyond humans and time. For example, if a meteor were to destroy the Earth, then some alien species on another planet, after a lot of meditation and introspection, would rediscover the same principles that Hindus believe today. In this way, Hindus see what they believe as kind of like laws of the universe, just like the laws of physics. If you think about it, Hinduism existed even before the Abrahamic religions. And back then, everyone followed the same religion, so there was no reason to give that religion a name or to go around converting other people to follow that religion. The term Hinduism was invented by the Persians to describe the religion of India. So think about the geography of ancient India. To the west we had the Persian Empire, and in between Persia and India was the Indus River, or what we call in Sanskrit the Sindhu River. Now the Persians' way of pronouncing Sindhu was Hindu, and so they referred to everyone on the east side of that river as Hindu, and then the name just kind of stuck. People often ask me, how old is Hinduism? And the short answer is, we don't really know. There was no single prophet who founded the religion and no main text on which the religion is based. But I think we can safely say that the religion is at least 5,000 years old. Hinduism is a collection of philosophies from the ancient sages of India. The Sanskrit word for sage is Rishi. So a Rishi is anyone who gains knowledge about the divine, forms his own theory, and then shares that theory as his philosophy throughout the world. Becoming a Rishi is kind of like getting your PhD. You start out with the hypothesis that there is more to the world than what you see. You then conduct a series of spiritual experiments to uncover what exists beyond. Finally, you form a theory about the nature of our existence and the divine. You then present your thesis in front of other rishis and engage in a series of debates with them. And if the other rishis agree with your findings, then they can declare you as a rishi and you can begin to share your philosophy with the world. In that way, the title of Rishi is similar to the title of Doctorate in today's world. So there was actually a very rigorous process to becoming a Rishi. It's not like anyone could just come up with some random statement and then start preaching about it. In this way, countless Rishis made discoveries about the divine, started their own philosophies, and spread them throughout the world. And these philosophies collectively became known as Hinduism. Now many people just assume that all these Rishis were males, but now that we're going back and rereading some of the scriptures and some of the biographies, we're discovering that many of these Rishis were actually females. So now we have some sort of idea about the origins of Hinduism, but we still don't really know a lot of specific dates and monuments. And that's because unfortunately not a lot of resources have been devoted towards archaeology in India. We used to have a lot more statues, monuments, and documents, but as various groups of people invaded India over the past millennia, they destroyed many of these. So when the Europeans tried to colonize India, they discovered all these ancient sites. And when they realized that a lot of these sites were several thousands of years older than the biblical timeline, they started freaking out. And so when they published their results, they fudged up the numbers to make the sites seem younger so that they would fit neatly into the timeline of the Bible. But now that we're in the modern age and India has attained independence, Eastern and Western archaeologists are working together to excavate more sites in India and get a more accurate picture of what ancient India was like. So hopefully now you have a better understanding about the origins of Hinduism. And now in future videos we can talk more specifically about the core beliefs. So thanks for watching, have a blessed day, and Namaste.